have you all here. Man, we've got a flurry of people. Well, welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here. It is March the 6th, a hump day down under. In fact, it's hump day everywhere, so welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. We've got a few people in the chat. First one, guess who? Nick Bidet. I think Nick's gone back to bed. But Bidet Nick, how you going? Nick was probably in about, he was in an hour ago. Seriously? I don't know, Mr. Nick. Then we've got Lorraine saying g'day to Nick. Welcome aboard, Lorraine. Then we've got young Mr. Will. G'day, friends. Okay, Will's sending us these jokes. Why did the American cheese apply for a job at the bakery? Because it wanted to be the greatest. That's a dad joke, Will. That's a real dad joke. All right, why don't Americans ever tell secrets on the farm? Because the potatoes have eyes, the corn have ears, and the beans talk. Another dad joke. We're being filled with dad jokes. What did the cowboy choose as his Twitch name? Jolly Rancher. Okay. These are for the Goofy Sean and wife. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Why haven't Americans changed their weighing method from pounds to kilograms? Because they don't want mass confusion. Well, sorry to tell you this, mate, but you Americans are already confused. Why did the American bring a ladder to the barbershop? They wanted a high, tight haircut. Joe, save us here. How you going, buddy? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. So, mate, have you figured out where we are today and where we were last night? Where are we? Will is saying, what do you call an American who can play the accordion? A Yankee Doodle Dandy. That's not bad. I actually find that one not bad at all. We are working on the Ducks channel. Yes, we are. I can see, I can hear. Well, no, I can't hear, but I can see. So there you go. Sean, I don't have a clue where you are today. I thought as much, Joe. Okay, let me give you a hint. Okay, if you get it, you'd be awesome. But let me give you a hint. It is south of the New South Wales border. Can't work it out. All I know is the town has a Mickey D's. Yep, it does. And it has a few other things as well. But I will give you a hint. It is south of the border. If you don't get it by later on, I'll give you another hint. But yeah, where are we today? Now, I got a message from Jonesy. He was telling me about a ship that just left Burnie today. I'll bring that up shortly. Will is saying he knows that we're around a McDonald's. Yeah, Golden Arches is what we call it. Golden Arches, but it is a little town. Well, it's not that little. And it is in our home state. It is in Victoria. And that's a hint. Okay? We'll see how you go. Canadians? No. No, it's not Canada. I promise. Our state is called Victoria. We're in the state of Victoria. Victoria is a town in Canada, but no, we have a state of Victoria which is south of New South Wales. South of the border in the US means you're in Mexico or on I-95 South Carolina. Yep, that is true when you're talking about the US, but the background is an Australian town, and Lorraine doesn't eat McDonald's, so no loss there, Lorraine. McDonald's is well, they do make decent coffee, so that's what we can get. Decent coffee at Schmacker's. Good old Macca's. Yes, Joe, Victoria is in the province of British Columbia, but we're talking about the state of Victoria, not BC. Joe saying g'day to Lorraine. So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up. We've got some exciting things going on, especially with the Helping Hands for Cruising side. Lorraine is saying g'day to Joe and William. Just to give you guys a bit of a heads up, currently we have for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, we have 30 cabins booked right now and $50 deposits on 10 of them. So we've got 40 cabins set aside out of the 200 that we're trying to promote. We've got until March the 24th, I believe, to come up with the $250 deposit so that we can hold some of those cabins. So, guys, let's get going. Put your money down. Let's get things happening. Joe is saying, and their coffee chain McCafe was founded in Melbourne in 1993. Yes, the McCafe, which is now prevalent around the world, was trialled in Melbourne, and it became really quite successful. So there we go. Hello, little sloth. Where do you see a sloth? Yeah. Hi from Lorraine. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. I might have something just to show everybody shortly, courtesy you, and thank you very much, mate. Jonesy, any idea where the background is? Where are we? Joe, okay, it's got roses in the garden in the background. I'm going to say it looks like Swan Hill. No, mate. Other side of this of the state. It's not the Adelaide side of the state, or South Australian side. Hey, it's Radio Jonesy, says Joe. Lorraine is saying g'day to Jonesy, and William is saying, oh, by the way, a disabled friend got a ticket on the Princess Cruise for 250 days. She's excited. Mate, that's awesome. Oh, I see. Lorraine is the little sloth. Awesome. Thank you for that. Jonesy's saying g'day to Joe. Okay. Bega, Marimbula, Eden, Nowra, Ulladulla, Narooma, Barumgai, Bateman's Bay, Moirua. Mate, you can go through the entire map, but it's a difficult way of actually finding it. Any rate, see how you go. Jonesy is saying g'day to Lorraine. No, Joe, it's not in Gippsland. Jonesy saying, I missed what the 250 was for. Somebody was on, let me see if I can get to it. A disabled friend got a ticket on a Princess Cruise for 250 days. So that's almost like a world cruise. I didn't know Princess had a 250-day cruise. But anyway, that is a long cruise. Lorraine, I wish that was my backyard, but no. Sorry, Sean, I'm just Googling. Yeah, I thought you'd be doing that, Joe, but no. It is. You're actually going to kick yourself when you if you don't get it. Bit of LD plonk. It's one of those weeks, you know, when those weeks are like 75 days long. Well, for us, it's one of those weeks. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna bring this up. Facebook user, I think it's Joe. I wish I was on a Princess Cruise for 250 days with my princess, and I'm not. Joe, oh, that's Bonnie. Must be Bonnie. Jonesy saying cabins for $250 deposit. Yeah, Jonesy, the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. You need to be on that, mate. It's the one we've got going out of Port Canaveral. And it's going down to the two Virgins, you know, the British one and the American one. And then it's doing an island or so. And it's all for Helping Hands for cruising. But we've got two tribute bands on board. We've got Who's Who and Echoes of Pompeii. Who's Who does a tribute to Who, and Echoes of Pompeii does Pink Floyd. You wanna join us on that because we're all muso lovers. So you and Mrs. Jonesy need to join us on that one. All it'll do is cost you a screaming fortune to fly over, and the cruise is relatively cheap. It's a 7-day cruise or a 5-day cruise or something like that. But the good news is part of the fees for going on board the cruise are actually giving some cash to HH4C. I'll play the promo for it a little later on as time goes by. But mate, you've got to come and join us. The cabins are $250 deposit. So come and join us. Jonesy's got the question marks out there. So with my process of elimination, it'd be in the central corridor of the state. Yup. I would say that. Yup. Mate, you're not far from the truth. Lorraine is saying, I'm a disadvantaged, I don't know, Australian geography. Well, we'll let you off. It is 7-day cruise. Thank you for that, Lorraine. Lorraine, I'm an Aussie and I don't know half the places in Victoria. All I know is Melbourne, where Sean lives. Yes, Joe lives in the state of New South Wales, which is above us. William is saying it was a special trip set up at an auction. From what she said, she's part blind and has a service dog going to. Her husband is going to. He'll be texting me her journey. Mate, that's going to be a really interesting trip. Where's it going? Which princess ship is it? Do you know? Jonesy's saying it sounds interesting. Well, think about it, mate. Jimmy from the Astute Tourist is coming with us on board that cruise as well. So there's going to be a few musos on board, and you'll actually have an opportunity to chat with the bands that are involved. But as I say, I'll play the promo a little later on. What I want to do very quickly, if I can, is just share a screen for a second. Go and look at a particular window because I've got something here that the young Mr. Jonesy set up for us. Here we go. Let me just see if I can share this. So let me do this. I don't mind covering my, alright, I don't mind covering my mug. Here we go. Folks, this was coming out of Burnie earlier on. Jonesy took us on board from there. It's the Norwegian Spirit that he's showing us. There you go. Better shot of it. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, mate, this is from your window. Is that right? From your window, looking at this ship. I mean, that's an awesome view. We're so fortunate, I reckon, to have ships like that going in and out of port. So hang on, I need to do something here because I did something wrong. I need to remove it from the scene. There we go, and then I can bring me back. There we go. So, mate, if that is from your if that's from your window, that would be awesome. Okay, so let me just go down. Welcome aboard, Stream Elements. Stream Elements is here saying, welcome to Hump Day with the Ducks. Please support our channel so we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. Yep. Joe lives in the state of disrepair. Well, yeah, I know. Lorraine is saying, me too, Joe. I live in Texas. Yep. Um, Jonesy, no, it's not Cooper Pedy. It's the wrong. That's the wrong state. Cooper Pedy is South Australia. We're still in Victoria. That was taken from your lounge room. They were awesome, awesome shots. Um, if I'm not mistaken, that's got to be Bonnie, and she's saying that the Norwegian Spirit is a nice old smaller ship. Yeah, Bonnie, that's what we get. That's what we get. Well, g'day, Ian. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board. You've been travelling around with that lovely wife of yours. You've been seeing some of the world, so nice to see you. Yeah, glad to have you here. No, Joe, it's not Bendigo. It's not Bendigo. Um, okay, I'll give you a hint. It's on one of the roads that heads up towards New South. I'll give you that much. You could pass it, go through it, if you were going in up to New South, up to Sydney. No, Jonesy, it's not Shepparton. I was going to actually put Shepparton on, but no, I chose the other one. I think you'll find this one. You guys will kick yourself. You seriously will kick yourself. It is an awesome, awesome place. Yeah, been there more than once. Mm. All right, I think I'm going to start giving you guys a bit of a heads up on some of the cruises that are coming up, because I know that this particular cruise, hang on, let me just bring it up. This particular cruise is on in 228 days. So I will bring that up shortly. Let me just see what Ian is saying. Ian is saying, no cruises, I'm afraid, just land in there. What a pity. Oh, well, at least you've been on some good land and air cruises. I know that you've done some stuff overseas as well, which has been awesome. No, Jonesy, it's not Wodonga. It's not Wodonga. And no, mate, it's not Glenrowan. All right. The only thing that it has in common with Wodonga is the first letter in its name. There you go. That's enough of a hint. Jonesy's got it. It is Wang. Wangaratta. You just went up and down the map just looking for it. Yes, folks, this is Wangaratta. Wangaratta is a township that has, I think it's got about 30,000 people in it. Wangaratta is basically, it's now off the main highway. You used to have to drive through Wangaratta, affectionately known as Wang. You had to drive through Wang in order to get on your way to Sydney. So there we go. Well done, Jonesy. Congratulations. You've just won 228 trillion points, Fairstar points, which is really useless because Fairstar ain't sailing no more. All right, there we go. And Jonesy is saying, and yes, it did. Uh-huh. Let me just bring this up. And this is the first group cruise that will have a Helping Hands for Cruising recipient on board. In fact, it'll be Roxy who will be going on board that cruise. So let's have a look and see what she's up for. winner. We definitely would like to spend some time with Amy. It's going to be quite an exquisite cruise because I'll tell you why. The 21st of October will be 2 days before the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise actually came back into Miami. So it will be basically a 2-year anniversary cruise. So I'm really grateful to Amy for setting that one up. And she has got a small group of people going on there, so it's going to be absolutely amazing. There you go. All right. William is saying New York to Manta and back from what she told me. Wow. For 250 days. That's huge. And William says, I didn't want that to copy annoying computer. Okay. What did it copy? Okay, so Amy has really got an amazing cruise there because the places it's going to, the people that'll be on board from the HH4C board are, I believe, Shaz and Gaz, and also Michael Land will be on board that ship, as well as Amy. And then Amy's not on the board, but after that, there are no other board members. Everybody else's invites, and I believe there's going to be roughly about 10 to 15 couples or people on board that will be running the HH4C cruise. And then, of course, Roxanne. And Roxanne, I believe, has got the most amazing cabin. Anyway, she's a lucky lady. William is saying it made that information from her friend twice. Removed it. Oh, good. Glad you did. Don't need to have a repeat. I said, don't need to have a repeat. I say, I don't need to have a repeat. Hang on. Let me just... Okay, all right. We'll just play the next part then. So, don't need to have a repeat. Don't need to have a repeat. Okay, sorry about that. I'm having too much fun with one of my sound effects here. Anyway, so yes. So the good news is Amy's got her cruise all set up. Then we've got, let me just check. This becomes exciting bits now. Because then we've got exactly 294 days. You know what's in 294 days? Yeah, it's when St. Nick comes to visit. William's having a bit of a giggle at us, which is awesome. Yep, in 295 days, we've got St. Nick coming to visit. So that's going to be an awesome visit for some. Because after that, in 300 days, now notice it's 300 days, not 299 days because of that leap year. In 300 days, we're going to be watching fireworks go into the sky from all sorts of places. So it's going to be awesome. After that, in 302 days, let me tell you folks, 302 days, we're going to have the following. that's going to be one amazing cruise, let me tell you. We're going to have an absolutely huge amount of fun. All right, let me tell you what's going on. March the 7th, that's tomorrow, coming into Sydney at the Overseas Passenger Terminal will be the Celebrity Edge. And can't wait for it to come back in again. We're getting awfully close to the end of the season. So, but I think it's still got a few more cruises to come. Looking at what's going on in Brisbane, we don't have anything in Brisbane. Let me see. Yes, well, the Celebrity Edge came in today. So yesterday. The Celebrity Edge left Brisbane yesterday. So it's going down to Sydney, and it will be in Sydney tomorrow. Silver Muse is due into Brisbane tomorrow. And then on Friday, they've got the Quantum of the Seas, and then Saturday, the Pacific Encounter. So there we go. And then the Carnival Luminosa on Sundays. So that's Brisbane. Brisbane's quite busy, so we'll see how that goes. Melbourne, I don't see what's going on in Melbourne. We'll have to actually have a look and see if we can find the Melbourne ports. But I'll bring that up fairly shortly. Oh, there we go. We shall have that up in a second. Let me see. Okay, so Station Pier. Goodness me. 23. We're way past 23. All right, 24. 24 March. We're looking at. So today we had the Pacific Explorer. Tomorrow we've got Queen Elizabeth coming in. She's doing a turnaround at the passenger terminal. And then we've got the Norwegian Spirit as well, coming in and picking up some passengers and heading out. Brilliance of the Seas will be in as well on Friday. And then the Grand Princess is on Sunday. So shipping is still going. We've still got some exciting things happening with the shipping so far. Excuse me. Ian is saying we're hang on, let me just look at this. We are up at Surfers Paradise at the moment, staying at the JW Marriott Resort, celebrating Sandra's birthday. Unfortunately, we leave tomorrow. You know what? Ian, the worst part about going onto vacation anywhere is it comes to an end. But you know what the good news is? It gives you an opportunity to plan for the next one. So that's going to be exciting, and there are some exciting things happening. Mate, you should come and join us on the Celebrity Edge, 2nd of January. We're headed up to the South Pacific. Would love to spend some time with both you and Sandra, and maybe, just maybe, we might get the Burjos in as well. That would be exciting. William is headed to bed. Night all sleep is calling. Well, mate, good night. Sleep well. Hope you have a peaceful rest. Lorraine is agreeing. Joe, you're out of here, mate. Why are you out of here? You have a good night's sleep, mate. I know it's been a busy wool counting time, so you have a good night, and we'll catch up with you on the weekend. Lorraine is saying good night to Joe. All right, so now let's have a look. We've got the Ducks cruise happening, and then I don't know if you guys know, but that's so. As I said, that is in 302 days. That's when we've got the Ducks cruise. And then in 465 days, helping the HH4C group is this particular cruise that's coming up. And I'll tell you what, this is on our bucket list. The only reason why it's on our bucket list is because we haven't won the lottery as yet. Well, I had a small win, and for that I'm grateful, but small pays for the next 2 tickets. It will not pay for a cruise. So we're hoping that tomorrow night we actually make the first division. At any rate, let's have a look at the bucket list cruise that we wouldn't mind going on.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yep, sure don't want to miss that one. It's going to be an awesome cruise. And then finally we've got the last one, and Jonesy, this is the one you need to be paying attention to. When you think about this cruise, I'm telling you, it's going to be an awesome cruise. So let me set it up. Let us get the cruise, and it'll actually be a very big cruise for Helping Hands for Cruising. So here we go.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
Yes, folks, that is going to be an incredible cruise. We're so looking forward to it. Jonesy, unfortunately, no, we're not going to be doing the Alaska cruise. We are going to be on that rock and roll tribute cruise 2 overseas cruises in a year is going to be a little bit much for us. So we are headed stateside for November 29 to be on board that cruise ship. So, mate, come and join us. It's going to be an absolute ball. You're going to meet up with Jimmy. Jimmy and I are both going to be first aiders on board, and everybody else is going to be enjoying the awesome music. So, if you're interested, I'll get you Bruce's phone number. You can have a chat to him. So, or even email him. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing cruise. We're so looking forward to that one. We'll be spending time with some of the great bands, and we'll be spending time with some of the great recipients that are going to be on board there, and just having an absolute ball. We know that for that particular cruise, we will be able to have 2 lots of recipients, so it's going to be absolutely amazing. Anyway, this is to everybody who's, by the way, everybody who is not having a birthday today. Happy unbirthday, folks. And to the birthday people, congratulations, happy 21st. So, Nick is giving it a bit of an applause, and yes, I can understand why, because it's going to be an awesome cruise. Nick, if you cannot make the cruise, I'm going to ask, could you make it down for the meetup? Because then everybody will have the opportunity to get together and have a meetup there. It's going to be exciting. Port Canaveral's where we're going out of, and then we're off down to the couple of virgins, the British and the American. So, it's going to be fun. We're going to have an absolute ball. So, what more can I say? But Helping Hands for Cruising is certainly growing right now, and we've got some exciting things happening in the Pipeworks. We had our board meeting on the weekend. G'day, Nick from Jonesy. We had our board meeting on the weekend, and there were some exciting things that are happening, some decisions that were made. Our website is going to be improved and updated, and I was just wondering if there was anybody out there who had some ideas that they would like to see on the website. So we'll take anything in mind, and if you've got any questions about Helping Hands, please be my guest. Fire away, and we'll be happy to answer some questions. Nick is not planning anything after spending as much money as he is for his trip here in 2 months, taking a break for a while, and going to be working as much as possible. Nick, I'm talking about November 25. You will have been home and working for a year by then. I'm pretty sure you could make some time and come down and see us in the Florida region, even if it is a weekend. You could always train it down and train back home. We don't mind. G'day, Jonesy from Nick. But yes, mate, we are going to be spending some quality time with you in May anyway, when you come on down and check out the scenery down under. You'll be able to tell everybody you did not find any snakes. You may have found a couple of kangaroos, but there you go. Ian, it was great to have you come on in. Please say good day to that lovely wife of yours, Sandra. Really look forward to meeting up with you guys at the end of the year, hopefully, if we can all get together and have a meal or a coffee or a dinner or something. It would be great to catch up with you guys when we're in Sydney towards New Year's Eve. Have some fun, and we'll catch up with you later. And safe travels home. Nick is going, yeah, but if I skip taking any time off for 2 to 3 years, he could take an entire summer off. So for now, I can't commit to anything, even if it is 2025. Mate, I'm just giving you the opportunity to spend some time with us. You should incorporate the application for recipients as a link to make the process more streamlined. incorporate the application for recipients. Oh, onto the yeah. Well, that's the website we had before was not capable of allowing us to do this. The new one that we're looking at, well, yes, that'll certainly make a difference. So we will have that opportunity. And we are planning to get the website to be a lot more capable of communicating with us. So, for example, there will be individual email addresses for people in various positions. So, much more user-friendly, much more capable of doing things. And that's one of the things that we're heading towards and looking at. So, yeah, I think we're headed in for some good times, some good opportunities. We're currently looking at creating things to give us the opportunity to get more recipients on board. Our focus now is not so much the YouTube community, but is looking at some of the other organizations out there. For example, we've been talking with one of our board members is involved in the military, so we've been talking with some of the military groups that could very well be putting a couple of recipients our way. So there we go. We did start off with baby steps, and now we're getting so much bigger. So there we go, folks. Any questions, please feel free to either put it in the chat, or if you're watching this after the event, by all means, put it in the comments below. We get all the comments and we'll look at them. We do look at them and we will reply, whether it be today or on the Helping Hands for Cruising live stream, or it's any of the Ducks live streams. We will certainly be doing that, coming back and communicating with you folks. It is the best thing since sliced bread. From my point of view, I'm so thrilled that we were able to create it, get it up and running, getting people doing things, and having my vision of the ability to get people on board a cruise ship justified and up there and out there. So, yeah, we're really excited. Stream Elements are saying we'd like to thank all of you who have donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. So to date, we will have done, once Amy's cruise is over, okay, to date we have done we have given 3 recipients an opportunity to change their lives. After Amy's cruise, we'll have 4, excuse me, and then we're trying to get recipients for all the other cruises that are out there. So we're constantly looking. If you know of somebody that you'd like to get on board a cruise ship, folks, all you need to do is just put together a 2 to 5 minute video nominating the person you'd like to go on board the cruise ship. Unfortunately, cannot be a family member. Must be a third party. And you must nominate this person, give us the reasons why you think they deserve a cruise, and then we at the board will go through and do our due diligence, check them out, and then we'll either come back with a yes or no. If it's a yes, their cruise is funded, and they go on and have an absolute ball. They come back, tell you how much of fun it was, and what an idiot you were for not joining them on the cruise while they had all their fun. Well, no, there you go. I don't mean it in that tone of voice, but you know what I mean. What I'm saying is, if you know somebody, come and join them on the cruise, make their life an amazing opportunity to see what they are going to gain. So there we go. Lorraine is saying she's a third wheel, but don't count. Oh, a third wheel. Okay, there you go. Why don't you count? If you're a third wheel, why don't you count? Besides, You've been on the inaugural cruise with us, and you weren't a third wheel then. You had your gorgeous daughter there with us, and we had an amazing time, the whole lot of us. In fact, lives were changed, and yes, they're going to be changed again. Anyway, folks, that's all I've got to say for you today. Please continue to assist. We look forward to catching up with you later. I'm going to shut this down with our outro, but what I really want you guys to do is have good fun. And yes, Lorraine can't be nominated. She's already been on a cruise. So have lots of fun. And g'day, Marjorie. You're just coming in as we're just about to close the gate. But having said that, I believe you're going on a rock and roll tribute cruise. And I believe you've got a cabin mate. I think you're just going to have an absolute ball, whether you like it or not. Anyway, with that in mind, folks, I'm going to shut it down and say thanks for popping in. It was great to see you all. Thanks for all the support. And please, folks, continue to support so that we can get more people enjoying what we love, which is the cruise ships. So with that in mind, catch you on Friday night for those of you across the pond. Those of you on our side of the pond, we'll catch you Saturday afternoon. Have fun, take care, and bye for now.